of doing my Coffee N Roxx live. I figure why not? Because I tend to take one take only with all my videos, and I'm just like, you know what? If someone's online wants to join in, like, let's do it. But if you haven't done it yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and go ahead and give it a follow. I've been this past week has been pretty pretty interesting. So many things have been going on, and I don't even know how to like even explain what's happening. But I've been I don't know. I launched that video with Honey Golden earlier this week, and doing that video with her was so amazing. Like I'm just like, oh, you're so sweet. Like super, super, super amazing. Absolutely love doing that video with her. It was such a blessing, and the response that I got was pretty incredible. Um, I don't even know how to explain it, but through all the events that have happened over the week, I'm just so abundantly grateful, and I'm super blessed. And I don't even know how to explain it, like what happened. But it was just such a rush, and everything was going so fast, and it was just like I was grounded, and I was centered, and I was just like just going with the groove and getting all these packages ready and all these gifts and my business, my website, just ching ching ching, just kept coming through, and I'm just like, really, this is what it's like. It was like that's so amazing. So so after the launch of that video with Honey Golden, um, I got a feel for like what a rush of orders felt like, and I was just like, holy cow, cool. Well, that was an amazing experience. Now I know what I got to do to kind of simplify my process so it wasn't so chaotic and time consuming. I haven't had to mail so many packages before ever. It's usually like one, two, maybe three at a time, but I'm blessed that everyone supported me in my business. Now, through this portal, the 2-2 portal, I set up this crystal grid that I did with my crystal cards, and I'm just like, okay, so what kind of energy do I need to go through? Well, through it all, I just noticed that something's upgrading up here. Something's just like going through, and I'm just like, what's going on? Because I'm just getting these ringing in my right ear. And as my understanding of it is like, oh hi, welcome everybody that's jumped in. I decided I do Coffee N Roxx episodes, so I just share my thoughts and opinions and have my cup of Joe. So go ahead and get your cup of Joe going. But just sharing experience with my past week. I went on a premiere video with Honey C Golden, and my business kind of just took off. And so I'm just like so blessed, and I'm reminiscing and thinking about what's going on in my life. So anyway, I'm just enjoying my cup of coffee. So if you have yours, go ahead and sit down and enjoy with me. I'm only going to keep this to about 30 minutes. But I do brew my own coffee, and I absolutely love it. But going through this portal, um, I've noticed that something's upgrading up here in my head. And it kind of makes me feel like if you've ever had a cavity and had like your mouth numbed, that's what it feels like going on, like where you get really numbed up good for like, let's say you had a root canal, um, and you're super numb. That's what's happening right here in my head. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So I grab my pendulum and I start reading it. I'm like, should I be concerned about what's happening with my body? And it's like, no. And it's like, how sure are you of this? And I kept like probing it and pushing it. I'm just like, and it was just like, no, no, nothing to worry about. So then I was just asking it. I said, you know, is this something that'll pass real soon? Because it's really annoying. And it started going through, and it started saying yes, and I started confirming it. And I'm just like, okay, crazy. But it feels like I had an injection with just, you know, um, some painkiller or something. I have no idea. But I feel good, and I'm awesome. So I want to give a big thank you to everybody that has supported my business this past week. I've had product that I've made go all over the country, and even had my first one go to England, which is super cool, to be able to connect with that person. Uh, And it's just amazing the reach that I get to with my business now, just doing what I love. I love doing this. I love creating my creations. I love being in the moment and being my inner child. I absolutely just, it's such a blessing. Right now, my little one's asleep, so it's freaking awesome that I get to have some time to myself to breathe. Like I finally feel like I'm in my groove now. This week I have and in addition to that, I've had quite a few requests for customs, which I'm super excited for. Now, as I work through my website to schedule bookings for that, where I make custom pieces for people, I'm kind of just prototyping it with the ones that had already reached out and how I want to do this. But I have some customs that are confirmed right now that I'm going to be creating. One of them is going to a gal in Australia. Excuse me. And the other creation is for someone through the Step Into Your Power community. I put hers off so long, I feel so bad, but I just getting ready for all of last week was crazy. But this week, that's what I'm working on. I also have a couple pieces that my mom had given me in the process that I've also put off. So, but I love doing custom creations with my business. I love working with the energies. When I know where these things go to, um, it's absolutely incredible. The energy that flows through my creations um, when I'm connected to that person, which is why I find it so special to want to like do something more with it because I truly believe that these, I call them companions, can really help you. Hey, what's up? Well, I guess I better read my chats for a minute here. But welcome, guys. Do I have monkey? No. I don't know what monkey is, if that's code for anything. But anyway, I just been enjoying my craft, being present, being sovereign, working for myself, becoming um, who I want to be, bringing forth the world that I want to see. And I'm actually seeing it. Monkey app. Nope, I don't have Monkey app, but I'll give it a check out. Thank you. Um, I just, it's so cool. The things that I get to work with, Gaia, working with her crystals, working with all these creations, and the abilities that I've created along the way. It's kind of bizarre, but when I'm actually handling crystals and rocks, I'm feeling the vibrations and pulses through my fingers now, which is super crazy. And I recently picked up a crystal deck of cards that's kind of like a tarot card, but I call it an energy deck. And the crystals that pull, it's like how the crystals are talking to me or how to translate frequencies or vibes within things. Um, but it's just working with those cards and with my feelings and vibrations that I get from them. I'm just absolutely amazed at how all of this starts coming out. I've already been doing custom pieces with color cards, you know, harnessing colors based on what people are needing. In my prayers that I'm doing for people, I do colors for them too, to create like energy bubbles in my prayers that I send for them. And I kind of applied that to my creation, my custom creations. And my custom creations they become so unique and so special, like this one that I'm wearing here. Um, grab a drink here. But those of you that are watching or jump on and watch, feel free to jump on the chat. I don't mind talking with people. I'm just sharing my stories because no one's chatting. But um, I like doing this. I like interacting with my audience. I like interacting with the people that just support me so much in my business. And I absolutely love being a part of that Step Into Your Power community. That's probably like my favorite platform going on right now. Can I have mod? I don't know how to do mods. This is like my fourth live I've ever done. Um, but this week's been awesome. But I was able to place homes for all of my old first original creations, which was super awesome. Being able to, like my original ones, I was able to place a home to my root beer smoky quartz talisman. And I've had that one for a long time. I absolutely love that piece. The energy in it is super beautiful. I've used it um, just to kind of like wear and represent to brandish on like nice days out. And it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. And so I had to cleanse all the energies because it's been attached to me and send it to her. But that one went to the UK, and I'm just like, holy cow, this is amazing. My reach is spreading. But I'm just absolutely grateful. So this week, what I'm working on is I'm working on a amethyst tree, working on a copper, like a chunk of raw copper that I'm wrapping in copper with a full necklace. I'm finishing up a couple bracelets that I've put off. One of them for one of my old bosses and coworkers. I got to fix hers. Um, but I'm going to be redoing a whole bunch of custom work this week, and I'm super excited to get to work today. But oh, my background. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is my tapestry, my living room. It brings an ambiance in my area. Absolutely love it. The colors of it. But I think what's happening right now, as you can tell, my lip feels like it's numb. It's really weird. But I'm getting this upgrade, and I'm beginning to see what's happening. So I was creating a piece one day, and I'm in the zone, and I'm rapping. I'm rapping, and I'm flowing. And I'm so present and in the moment, channeling all this energy, where all of a sudden, as I'm rapping, I started seeing a Mandela like energy. If you've ever had, um, I don't know, let's say, what's the, have you ever stood up too fast and your eyes like do that like starlight thingy, and it's like you're like, whoa, hold on 1 second, I stood up too fast. Um, or I got up too fast. That's kind of what it felt like while I was in that middle of that. And I started seeing this moving flower, lotus flower, start going around where my thumb was on the weave. And I was just like, huh, that's very interesting. Well, when I did that Ganesha Wisdom Talisman for Honey Golden's video, if you haven't done it yet, check it out. It's the green one with her and I. But we did a creation video, and as I was finishing it, in that video, I kept seeing everything moving and flowing in the talisman. I was just like, what is going on here? And then all of a sudden, all this started happening where I'm just like, whoa. But this morning when I woke up, I'm looking out my window because the sun's come up. When the sun's up, I get the first light, like I'm up. No alarm clock, I'm just up. And I'm looking at it, I'm just like, huh, very interesting. So I close my eyes. And immediately I can see my perception with my eyes closed is becoming extremely wild. But I could see my whole bedroom with my eyes closed. And I could to detail, like outlines of it. If you ever seen the TV series Daredevil, he's a blind guy attorney that he fights crime at night like Batman, but he's blind. They'll show a scene where it's like his perspective and it's raining and it's like sonar and he sees in that way. That's the best way I could describe what I experienced this morning, was being able to how do you stream live? Just go into your plus, swipe over to live, set up your settings, choose your audience. It's going to ask you that, and then hit start. Or you could schedule it. Really simple. But this morning, I see a lot more than what's here now. This is what's crazy, and I think it has something to do with my eyelid feeling fatigued, like I was punched in the face, and my lips swelled up like I had a cavity or something. It's really weird, but I've been seeing things totally different with my eyes closed now, and like my meditation this morning. So I don't have it with me, but I use a golden lepidolite orb, and I've named it Zelda because in the meditation with it, I see a triangle, like the Triforce from the game Zelda. And my inner child was like, "That's the name, Zelda." And I was just like, "Okay, cool." But I use this one because the Triforce orb is it has a very healing energy to it tied to the solar plexus. And then your solar plexus is like your force, the fire within, that burning desire. It's that thing that moves and grooves you into your rhythm. It's that drive, it's that passion comes from that solar plexus. So when I meditate with that orb, I usually have it here in front of my solar plexus. And the meditations with it, what I've been learning is that I can isolate spots in my body to focus healing energy to. So let's say that my hands are sore. I can use my orb, I can meditate, and I can focus energy to my hands to help heal my wrists, like or my hands or my grip because I do a lot of weaving. Or let's say that because I've been slouching so much, creating a piece, like my mid back is like sore and it's on fire. So I can use that orb now and get into a meditative state, and I can transmit healing energy frequency, targeting exactly where that pain is to relieve pain now. And that's a practice I've been working on for months since I've had it. Well, months, I mean weeks. I got that on Christmas. Yeah, so 2 months now. But I've been working with it all that time. Every day I work with that orb for the healing part of it. And it's just been incredible. But a thing I've been doing on Step Into Your Power now, and it kind of came to me in a dream, was to start. So I do, when I do prayers for people, I get my crystals and I get in a meditative state, and I send a Reiki healing energy bubble through prayer to whoever is needing it. That's kind of how I do it. I send my prayers that way. Well, I started doing this, but writing it out onto the community, because what I've learned is that if more and more people read what you write, it gives more energy and credence to it to make it more powerful. So as like this week we have collective prayer. I'm getting myself mentally prepared to really start channeling in the crystal frequencies from Gaia to help heal herself, heal the earth, heal the people that are asking and receiving. Which, if 500 people praying one time for one thing simultaneously creates this ripple across the earth, and it creates profound effects and significant changes. I truly believe that. I've seen what's been happening in the good in the world. More and more people are wanting to be done with that chaos, and it's such a beautiful thing. So when I'm doing my meditations and prayers for people, I've started writing out what I'm channeling when I pray. And it's incredible. More and more people that read it, more and more people that speak it, because I decree it from my oversoul. Um, it's, I'm feeling the ripples of it. And my orb that I use, Zelda, my golden lepidolite, um, in a way, it stays feeling warm. Like when you pick up a rock that's just been sitting there and you pick it up, it's like cold, like room temperature cold, right? But when I pick up my orb, it feels like this warm cup of coffee. And that's probably just me, but um, it's just amazing um, what I've been experiencing in my life. And I think all of it is just kind of as my nervous system expands and grows with the growth of my business. Um, I really believe that it's just all falling in line. I am upgrading, and I keep getting a drive now to start doing. Something keeps telling me to get back into my boxing training. Um, and now that I'm sovereign and I'm home and I'm doing my thing, I'm gonna start doing the calisthenics, not the intensity of it. Because I had an injury with my back that when I start doing the twists in that with force, I get like jolts of like pain that go through my legs. So it's like I have to be careful. But the calisthenics, the stretching, the isometrics, when you're forcing energy, when you're working on this here, just working on that for my hands, my physical health, getting the blood to flow. I keep getting a drive to do that. So this week, after this video, that's what I'm going to be doing to get ready for the day. And I'm preparing myself to actually go through and start creating, start crafting. I'm super excited what's going to come, because that tree one that I'm going to get started on, oh, it's so cool. I already have how it's going to look out in my mind, like the idea of it, how the energy is going to flow across the amethyst. Um, oh, it's so cool. But it's a different kind of tree. I'm going to frame it, but the tree will be wrapped. Oh, it's going to be interesting, because that red garnet piece, that one gave me a lot of inspiration. The one I did for my sister, the red garnet, it's quite interesting. But anyway, I appreciate you all that have come. This is kind of, I don't know. This is the end of my video, basically. I just do my Coffee N Roxx. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe and like. I share my thoughts. I share my opinions. I share what I love doing. And I talk rocks. Today I talked about my creations and kind of what has transpired last week. The beautiful people that I connected with. It's so amazing. I absolutely love it. So y'all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your cup of joe. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.